Ambassador Zethkree's crystalline features gleamed under the harsh lighting of the Galactic Council chambers as he reviewed the ultimatum one final time. The document, encoded in 17 different languages, bore the official seals of the 43 member species of the Council. Its message was simple. Humanity would submit to galactic law within one solar rotation, or face complete annihilation. "Surely they understand the futility of resistance," muttered Counselor Vexhai, her serpentine form coiled around her hovering platform. "We've cataloged their primitive weapons, chemical propellants and crude nuclear devices, against our stellar fleet. They are insects." High Chancellor Morden nodded his massive, cybernetically enhanced head. "The humans have been given every courtesy. We offered them vassal status, protection under our aegis, and integration into galactic civilization. Their refusal demonstrates the dangerous pride that led to their isolation. The Council had been unanimous in their decision. Humanity, having achieved faster-than-light travel only 50 years prior, remained quarantined in their home system by an ancient treaty. But their recent expansion to Mars and Europa had violated the containment protocols. Either they would accept Council oversight, or they would be removed as a potential threat to galactic stability. "Message received from Sol System," announced the communications officer. "The human delegation wishes to address the Council directly." Chancellor Morden's optical implants flickered with annoyance. "Very well. Let them speak their final words." The holographic projector hummed to life, displaying a middle-aged human woman in a simple blue uniform. Her dark hair was streaked with silver, and her eyes held an unsettling calm. "I am Admiral Sarah Chen, representing the United Earth Defense Force," she began, her voice carrying clearly through the chamber's acoustics. "We have received your ultimatum, and we have an answer." "Wisdom at last," Counselor Vexhai whispered. Admiral Chen continued. "For the past 50 years you've kept us imprisoned in our own solar system. You've watched us, studied us, and judged us from afar. You believe you know what humanity is capable of." She paused, and something in her expression made Ambassador Zethkree's bioluminescent patches dim with unease. "You were wrong." The hologram flickered and died. Moments later, every sensor array in the Council chambers began screaming warnings. "Impossible," breathed the sensor technician. "I'm reading massive energy signatures throughout the galaxy. Hundreds of them. Thousands." Chancellor Morden's cybernetics whirred as he processed the incoming data. "Explain these readings immediately." "Sir, they appear to be ships, human ships, but that's impossible. Our monitoring showed no significant industrial expansion, no massive shipbuilding programs." Ambassador Zethkree felt his biorhythm accelerate. "Where are they coming from?" "Everywhere, sir. Every star system within 50 light years. Some are emerging from what appears to be empty space." The main display activated, showing a tactical overview of local space. Red markers began appearing throughout the sector, dozens, then hundreds, then thousands. Each marker represented a human vessel, and they were all converging on Council space. "How?" Counselor Vexahai's voice carried a tremor she couldn't suppress. "Our intelligence networks are absolute. We monitored every human transmission, every resource allocation." High Chancellor Morden's optical arrays flickered rapidly as he accessed classified files. "Recall the incident reports from the past decade. Ships vanishing in hyperspace, colonies discovering ancient ruins, archaeological expeditions to dead worlds." The pieces fell into place with horrifying clarity. While the Council had watched Earth's visible activities, humanity had been exploring the galaxy's forgotten corners. They had found the ruins of dead civilizations, reverse-engineered technologies that predated the Council itself, and built their fleet in the shadow of ancient worlds where no one would think to look. "Incoming transmission," the communications officer announced, his voice barely steady. Admiral Chen's image reappeared, but now she stood on the bridge of a massive warship. Through the viewport behind her, the twisted geometry of other vessels was visible, designs that incorporated technology from a dozen extinct species. For 50 years you've told yourselves that you were protecting the galaxy from us, she said. You convinced yourselves that humanity was too dangerous, too unpredictable to join your civilization. You were half right. The tactical display updated again. The human fleet wasn't just arriving, it was positioning itself around every major council world simultaneously. We are dangerous, Admiral Chen continued, but not in the way you imagined. You saw our wars, our conflicts, our mistakes, and you assumed we were nothing but violence and chaos. You failed to see what those struggles taught us. The first Council Defense Fleet engaged the human vessels near the industrial world of Keth Prime. The battle lasted 17 seconds. When the weapons fire cleared, the Council ships were gone, and the human fleet remained intact. You never learned to fight for something greater than yourselves. Admiral Chen's voice echoed through the now silent council chambers. Every species in your alliance submitted because it was logical, because it was safe. You've forgotten what it means to fight for your ideals. More red markers appeared on the display. Human fleets were taking defensive positions around council worlds, but they weren't attacking civilians. They were systematically dismantling military installations and government centers with surgical precision. We studied every species that came before us, the Admiral continued. The Veltar who built ships that could phase through matter, the ancient Kretai whose weapons could tear holes in space-time, the Morgoth whose shields could deflect stellar fire. We learned from them all. Ambassador Zethkri watched his bioluminescence fade as the implications became clear. Humanity hadn't just found archaeological sites, they had conducted the greatest grave-robbing operation in galactic history. But most importantly, Admiral Chen said, we learned from you. We learned that a civilization which rules through fear and ultimatums has already lost the war for its own soul. The council chambers erupted in chaos as member species began demanding explanations, exit strategies, and emergency protocols. But Chancellor Mordun sat in stunned silence, his optical implants cycling through data streams that painted an increasingly hopeless picture. What do you want? He finally transmitted to the human fleet. Admiral Chen's smile was neither cruel nor triumphant. It was the expression of someone who had played a long game and won. The same thing we've always wanted, she replied. Freedom. The right to explore, to grow, to make our own mistakes and learn from them. The difference is now we have the power to guarantee it. She gestured to something off-screen, and the tactical display showed human ships moving into patrol formations around council space. Your ultimatum has been rejected, she said. But unlike your methods, we're offering you a choice. Dissolve the council, return autonomy to your member worlds, and establish a true galactic democracy where all species have equal voice. Or continue as you are, under our protection, until you learn what freedom actually means. The transmission ended, leaving the council chambers in absolute silence. Ambassador Zethkri looked at his fellow council members and realized that in demanding humanity's submission, they had instead delivered their own transformation. The age of the galactic. Council was over. The age of something new was about to begin,